Hello everybody, today is Saturday and it's the week 15 of the 52 tags handmade challenge, and you haven't missed anything. I have not done week 14 simply because I don't know what to do. I did my tag, so that's week 13, you saw that one. And this is week 14, and I've written on it, I've got the date on it, it was the 3rd of April, week 14, a pocket, a treasure from a favourite place. Easter Sunday was a gathering at Mum's. It was such a lovely day. And it's not that I haven't had time to do the tag. The fact is I don't know what to do for it. I could do a tag with a pocket on it. I just don't know about the favourite place part of it. So I've left that one, and hopefully I will come up with something and go back to that one. But this time I have week 15, which is a tiny scape, a miniature landscape. 10th of April. The sun has finally shone on a week of heavy rain. We have had a huge amount of rain over the last week, and well, actually the last couple of weeks, and the sun has finally come out the last couple of days, and it's absolutely beautiful. So anyway, this week is a miniature landscape, and I've watched Anne's video, and I'm really happy about this one. This one I like the idea of. I have stuff on my desk that I don't want to move because I'm in the middle of making a project here, and it's all beautiful crafty me stuff, laces. If I put them away, then I'll lose where I'm at, so I'm going to leave those there. That's the beauty of using these mats. You can just sort of plonk it there and have that as your base. So I've still got my bag here that needs putting away, and I know I have the blue linen in here because I've used that on a couple of tags already. I even have some green. It's such a lime green, but I may be able to do something with that. I have this other green here as well, not that piece, that could be used, and there's also that which could work. There's a blue, because I like the idea of how she did hers with the rolling hills and little flowers and the sunshine in the background. Now, as the sunshine, I don't know if hang on. I have a vintage handkerchief there, but I don't think that will work. I don't use yellow very much at all in my, look at that. Okay. I don't use yellow much at all in my crafting, so we're going to have to work out what to use. I'm sure I will find some elsewhere, I guess. Okay, what did I spot in here? Oh, this gorgeous piece of lace. Oh, there's two. Okay, we may be able to use that on it as well. Oh, there's that little, I wonder if that's got anything yellow in there. I doubt it. Isn't that sweet? That is French General Très Jolie Lawns. Probably did not. Oh, that one's cute too. Maybe we could use a bit of that. I don't know. I'll leave that. I really should get those put away. But my mind flicks from one thing to another. So, okay, so I have got the blue. Linen here. see if I can rip it. Okay, that's my background. I need to perhaps make it a bit smaller. So about there and about there. Ooh. Doesn't want to rip. Might have to cut that last piece. Okay, where's some scissors? Kind of want it nice and rough looking, I think. That looks very long. Oh, but I want it above. Maybe I might be able to cut a little bit more off the bottom there. Like that. Okay. Okay, that will be fine. Now, I kind of need to make a mark where my pink, there we go. Make a mark where I want my eyelet to be, and I will use that as my sun. I've done that on one of my other tags as well. So if I can use that and have my sun. So mine will be a central sun. That seemed to work well when I did that before. So I'll do that again. And okay, so sun up there. We'll find something yellow for that at a later stage. We want some greenery. And what did she say? Darker things to the back. So darker things to the back. Let's just get a piece of this cut off. Like that. And then we can put that in there. These scissors are too big for little pieces, I think. So okay. I'm going to keep with the little scissors, otherwise I'm cutting my thumb or something with those. That's very... oh, see, it's got bits of white on it. So maybe I can find a section. See how that is? That, unless there's one right on the edge. No, there's not one right on the edge. Is there? What's that? I'm kind of thinking... just take a piece of this here, big enough to play with. Okay. Let's have a look how. Like that. I could even use a bit of the other one down the bottom. Like that. Because it's very light, isn't it? Then I've got this sort of colour. Do we have an edge in here that I could use? No, it's actually a square piece. That's unusual. Okay, so let's just grab it, strip along there like that. Right. There we go. So like that, there, but I'm also thinking, like, perhaps like that. That's a bit. Oh, what about like there? Like that, like that, like that, like that. Where was I? I've got this over here. I was rummaging through something. I think, what was that for? Was it? It wasn't last time's, was it? Could have been. And I found this little bit of green lace. It's so pretty. I'm going to cut a bit of that off and see if I can use some of that. What was I rummaging through? My scrap bag, colourful scrap bag, and I found this little bit of green lace. It's from years ago. Let's see if I can straighten it out a little bit, because that could be used over there like that. I've got to try and use my imagination a bit on this, I think. Okay, let's just cut that there. So that there, sort of, you know, scrunched up a bit and manoeuvred around a bit perhaps, like that. Right, what else? It seems rather bright down there. Oh, I know what I could do. I could use the other side of that darker green down there, like that, and perhaps, I wonder if, see, it's very, very, almost, what's that, neon, and I don't like neon kind of colours, so, like that, like that. Need some more lace. I've got this here and that little bit there that I've found that's really sweet, but it might be a bit too good. Don't particularly want too harsh straight lines. This one's lovely as well. Oh, see, I've got my Crafty Me stuff here that I've been using. I wonder if, oh, hang on, where's my scraps? I've got a little pile of scraps, and I thought there was a half cut up. Yeah, okay, here we go. One of these rosette flowers I've been using. Maybe I could use, that might be a good idea, a bit of that. Like that. It's got a bit of tulle under it too, which is nice. If I just sort of twist it a bit like that, it could work. Like there. I might, you know, I might like a bit of something. It's too white. It's the same. There's a bit of that. Over that neon colour. Like that. Okay. That's going to be a bit more scrunched, that one, I think, I hope. I don't mind the little bits of pink because Anne put little flowers on hers, and I think that is a lovely way to do it too. Okay, I do have to find some yellow, well, something similar for my sunshine. I thought I had a little bit of blue and white ticking here a minute ago. Oh, here it is. I flipped it over there. I'm wondering if a bit of that. Oh, how did she do that thing? As she cut it, she kind of pulled the scissors across. So I don't know, I hope that doesn't fray away till nothing. I have to be careful because I have to leave room for my sunshine. So clouds are normally flatter on the bottom, aren't they? So we might just put that like that. So I'm basically copying what she did this week, and that's because I like what she did this week a lot, and it's okay to do that. Oh, that might fray away. We shall see, we shall see. Where's that going there? Maybe that one needs to go further over like that. Let me just show. See, you pull the scissors across as you cut, and it gives it more of a jaggedy edge. Keeping in mind the sun will be there, so some of this larger one across there will be covered. How's that? So far. I've got to try and pin it all on. Where's my little pins? And you can maneuver the bits of fabric around more once you start stitching, like with your needle. This is just to try and keep them, like I can open that up more and scrunch that up perhaps more once I start stitching things together. And the same with that. Like, I almost did the night sky because I thought having one with the water coming across in the moonlight would be beautiful as well. But it's such a beautiful day here today. I thought, you know, I think I will go with the lovely sunshine. I hope this turns out alright. It looks like a bit of a mess at the moment. Oh, I need some little ones. Where are my little ones? right at the top. Okay, so they're kind of where I want them. Okay, like that. I'll trim all that up when it's done, but I need a sunshine, so I'll go and see what I can find. Okay, I found this little bit of yellow kind of fabric. Yellow and orange are not colours I buy. I don't get them because I don't use them, and I don't, you know, I like yellow flowers in the garden. This is off some sort of garment. It's actually, you know, like a chiffon type fabric. But I'm thinking if I cut a bit of that off, I might be able to do something with it. This is not bright yellow, but I could make it brighter by using yellow thread. I do, yes, I'm pretty sure I've got yellow thread. I have yellow threads, so I'll be able to make it a little bit brighter if I want, using yellow threads. So I've got this. Oh no. I have to remember I've got to put an eyelet in there. So whatever I do will have to go around the hole. I wonder. It's not quite long enough, is it? You know, that would have been nice too. I wonder if there's a bit bigger bit on that fabric. I may. Oh, there's a little hem as well. Is that the piece? Oh yes, here we go. Okay. So there is a bigger piece of that little bit there, which is just the same, the overlocking. Maybe I can make a sunshine out of that. I'll leave that there as well because I might need both pieces. We will try. We can only try. So we can go back. But I won't put that on until I've kind of stitched these bits, I think, where they need to go. So perhaps I'll start with the sky. And most of it is just straight stitching for this. I'll put all those bits over there. Yes, most of this is just straight stitching. The right colour blue. This one doesn't have the blue. This one does. Perhaps is that one? That could be alright, couldn't it? I don't have a lot of different shades, but that one could be alright to start with. Yeah. Okay. So I'll get those little clouds on first. And I think she just may have done all straight stitching from what I recall, and then she did some little French knots to put like a little garden in the end. Oh, that's long. There we go. There we go. I don't want to, I think I'll do 3 strands perhaps. And I have been working on those embroideries that I received from Everyday Crafts. I finished one of them. I'm still doing the second one though. In between everything else. They are, you know, they take time to do because it's not like this where you can just do whatever you want. You've got to kind of stick to the rules a bit, so it takes a bit longer. Okay, let's move those. What else have I been doing? I'm working on a journal for Crafty Me Shop. I'm really liking it at the moment. Well, I really like the way it's looking. So hopefully I'll finish that this weekend and have that to show. So where are we going to start? I don't want to start right up the edge. If I can, I'll put the knot somewhere where it's, although that's not too bad, but I don't want to hit the knot or anything there. And then I'll just go up from there. So if I start here. And she said you don't have to, this doesn't have to be like all neat and tidy. It can be all different lengths, you know, higgledy-piggledy and things like that. So I get that. Let's take that out. So, and you don't have to stay on the fabric either. You kind of go around it a bit. I need to keep my distance a little bit from the sun so that I can put my eyelet in. There we go. What's going on? What have I done? Oh, what's gone on there? Where did that come from? My goodness. Okay. So that stitching line has kind of gone above it, but I'll come back now and go over it a bit. Oh, pins. There we go. So I'll turn it over and I'll straighten it up a little and come back through it. Hopefully it doesn't fray away till nothing before I finish it. There we go. Might need there. Ink on my fingers. I hope everybody is keeping well. I've got to go out in a little while, so I'm trying to get this at least started before I have to go out, although it's still early. What time is it? Just gone 7:30. Son's sleeping in a bit before we have to go out, which is nice. I do like Saturday mornings like this. My husband's working, so he won't be home till about lunchtime. It's just a lovely, lovely day. There. So I hope this is going to look alright. Looks a bit messy. Then perhaps I'll come back underneath and do another row that comes off like at the bottom here, just like that. Might not take it all the way along, might just like perhaps go to there, and then take it back a bit there. Oh, goodness, too many pins. Okay. Like that. Ooh, that looks quite messy, doesn't it? But I think that's the whole idea. It's like textile art. I might bring that like a bit further over rather than being right on the edge. Put that there. I was supposed to do the one up there. I haven't done that yet, have I? And then kind of do that. So perhaps bring that back. I don't want to bore you by doing all this. Like that, but then coming back over down here now. And catching this one. So I think I'll just go over and do all the little cloud bits just like I'm doing now. May put a couple of extra little streaks of the stitching through the sky. I'll see what it looks like once I've done all the other bits. I don't know. I think it needs another one there as well. Like that. I don't know whether I like that. Okay. Alright. And can always, I've got to go up and do something over there, so I'll finish that off. And that's what the back looks like. Okay. Okay, so I'll go back and I'll do that. Then I have to start on this, and it's a matter of just playing around and just doing some straight stitching and maneuvering these little bits as I sew. So I'll let you see it the way it is now, and then I'll come back because I'll have to work out how I'm going to put the sunshine on. See, I'm thinking of just kind of, and hopefully it won't look too bad, just stitching it on like that around it and having that look like a sunshine. So we will see. I can always take it off if it doesn't look any good. Okay, I'm back. It's hours later. I stitched that and then I went out for a few hours, and it's early afternoon now. That's how it's turning out so far, and I think it looks quite nice from a distance, especially, you know. I just basically did what I said I was going to do to it, and now I need to do something about the sun. So I have these little bits here, and I kind of need to, I don't want it too big. I think the way I was going to do it, like that, might make it appear too bulky in the sky. It doesn't need to be that big. So what I've got is, I had that little square there. Okay, we'll see what we can do with that little square. So, I just need to make a little, let's have a look. So tiny. I'm trying to work out what shape I want this to be, because like the inner part will be a circle because it's going to be the eyelet, won't it? So I don't really need it to be a perfect circle. Like if you look at the sun, it's the inside of it looks like a round circle, if you can even look at it. But the way the rays come out, it can be a little bit off. Maybe. I don't know. Or even just having two layers there will give it a darker appearance. But if I might want that a bit smaller, I'm thinking. Just so you can see the edges. Like that sort of thing. And then that'll go in there. What do I want? I think I need to put a little stitch in it, to be honest. One that I can remove after I've done the rest of the stitching, just to hold it in place where I want to have it. We'll see how that works. Let's just tie that, just to hold it there rather than putting a pin in there. This is easy enough to remove afterwards. Okay. Okay, so could have that like that. Oh no, I've had my eyelets out again, and now I've got to find them. Don't know. Oh, here we go. They're here. They're here. There's a gold one that's close, isn't it? Or it's a brassy colour one. That will be like that in the centre. And then that will go down. Okay. I'll put the green away, I think, before we do anything else with that. I don't think I need any more green. that colour green. I may use a darker one for the little flowery bits. So I've got the sun to do and then the little flowery bits, I think. Right, so let's have a look. Did that go in there? No, I think it went there, didn't it? Put it there, like that. Okay, so it doesn't have to be dark. I'm thinking this one. I think that one. Because that'll be in the center. The others are a little bit too... I think that's... I could do one pass around with that and then come out with that, I think. Is that the same as that? I think it is, isn't it? Yeah, they all look the same. That one's a little bit darker. Okay, so I'll go for one with the least amount on it. I think that should work all right. See, I can't put the eyelet in until... Well, I mean, I could put the eyelet in, but it won't sit flush with the tag then. That's the only thing. So I've got to work around it a little bit. And I'm only going to use, I think, I'll use 2 threads for this one. And then maybe 1 thread of the lighter colour. And I used 3 threads on some of these, and then of course I used this, and that's quite fine. And then I used 1 thread of the green in the lower section as well, and I do like the way that looks. I've enjoyed putting this one together. Okay, move that, move those. It's a little knot in the end. I didn't give myself much thread, did I? I hope that's long enough to do what I got to do. Okay, so that I have to, so I'll do like 1, see how we go. And I've just let the overlap part be seen at the top. So that's plenty of room, isn't it? And I'll go around that. May go around it 1 or 2 times, and then I will come back and go through this top layer here once, and then I might have a little bit like radiating out a bit, and I'll use the lighter colour for that. Oh, hang on, what's that one? Is this the lighter colour? Or is that that's, am I using the wrong colour? That's that colour, isn't it? What's this one? Oh yes, that's the light one. Okay. Getting a little panicky there. So I'll go around and do just some little stitches like that around the sun and perhaps out to the side a bit, and then I'll be back. Alright, that has been done. There is the sun. I did put a couple of extra blue stitches down the bottom there as well. So we can put these away. And now I need to do a few little, perhaps green stalks and some flowers. So, the green is in the other one. Oh, you need to, so we want a darker green. Try to, yeah, see that's kind of, they're mossy greens. That one might work, that one I think. Just if I don't do, like, that should be alright. Or there's that one, which I think will work a bit better. I might use that one. I did just end up using the one colour yellow thread on the sun. I didn't change it up. I just went with the one. Pink, there's a little tiny bit of pink there on that green fabric. So I'm going to try and pick that colour up. That's very close, that one. So I can use that. But of course it would be a bit more intense closer to the front, I'm thinking. So perhaps that's like that. Use those up the front. Could work. And I may, I don't think that one. I'll see what the pink looks like first. So we want the ones up close in the darker colours. I don't think I have. So it's very, very pale. I could use that right at the back perhaps to just maybe do a couple there. Okay, so up the front they need to be quite large. So I'm going to use probably 6 strands on this, I think there is. Yes, it looks like it. Do I do the flowers first or the stems? I'm thinking the stems are probably best done first, aren't they? And the back ones don't need stems at all. Let's have a look and get another needle here. It's only the front ones that kind of need just a couple of, stems, not a lot. Do I want it that thick though? That's quite thick, isn't it? Oh, maybe just, it's only going to be a couple, to be honest. Not going to be a lot. Hope that fits through there. I can see it. Yes. Okay, so it only needs to be a couple of little stems. If I recall, I might need to have another look how she went about doing it. Because I really like the way it looked. Okay, so I think I'm just going to do a couple of little sticks here with some flowers on the top. And see how that goes. It doesn't have to be many. one. They are quite thick though, aren't they? So maybe shouldn't have done it that thick, we'll see. Like that. There. Some there, and then perhaps not as thick. Whoops, wrong one. This one. Maybe over here. A couple there. Little ones, so this time. Like that. Okay. Oops. Okay, so we want a couple of good French knots in the front there. Mm. Okay. think I'll put another one in there as well. And yeah, okay, we'll do a little one in there. Okay. And I may come back and just put a little colour in there as well. So it's just... Where'd that go? Oh no. So that's that one. There. And a couple over here. And I can leave this 6 strands for that, I think, but I will just only do 2 twists and see what that looks like. That. Like that. So they're a bit smaller again, and then I'll probably bring in this other colour here and then use that and that colour, just little French knots, but I think yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Yeah, so I'll just have those 2 there. I think so. Anyway, so now this one, that's such a pretty pink. And this has 3 strands. Okay. I'll start over here. That. So I think, you know, that's basically what I'm going to be doing now, just some French knots. So I'll continue on and I'll come back and show you when I've finished them all. Okay. Okay, all done, I think. I have finished it. I've attached it with an eyelet at the top there, as you can see. I did a little bit of a turkey stitch, you know, to depict like some bushy growth at the top of the knoll or something like that. So that's the top. And there's the bottom there. I hope you like the tag for this week. This was fun to make. I love things like, with flowers and things like that in them. I think that it's ever so pretty. So thank you so much for joining me today. I'm not fiddling because it'll only crush down like that once it's in with everything else. But there we go. Week 15, and that was a tiny scape, which is a mini landscape. So take care, everybody, and I'll see you next time. Bye.